Hello everyone, I've got another washing machine to look at today. I'm on location in Anglesey in Wales, and in the holiday home is this Hoover Nextra 6 kilogram washing machine with auto load control. It's a 1600 max spin. The model number is HNL662 and it says made in the UK. Now apparently this was made after Candy took over Hoover. Hoover are no longer owned by Candy, they're owned by a company called Hoover from China. But this was actually made in the UK. I'm told it was made in the Merthyr factory where the Hoover washing machines were made, but it wasn't made by Hoover, it was made by Candy. But probably it was made with Welsh labour. I'm going to give a brief overview of this washing machine and then I'm going to put a load in and we'll give it a go. It sounds very old school. I've used it a few times since I've been here. Now if you've got this video, if you found this video because you've found this model in a holiday cottage or a rental accommodation and you don't know how it operates, hopefully I'll be able to explain everything. But if not, I will leave a link to the online instruction book. I'll pin it to the top of the comments. So if that's all you want, if you want full instructions, you will find a link below the video. The first thing to point out is the dispenser drawer. So just open it here and you've got 3 compartments. This one marked 2 is for your main wash, powder or liquid. The middle section is for fabric conditioner. And this section here is for pre-wash powder or liquid. You can pull it out for cleaning. You can see it's a little bit grubby. Just give it a firm tug and the whole drawer comes out and you can give it a clean from time to time. So that's the detergent drawer. You can of course use capsules in the drum, and for this demonstration I've got some capsules, so I'll be putting one in the drum before I start the wash load. And I don't have fabric softener here because it's a holiday home, so I won't be using the fabric softener compartment. But this is how it's labelled for you: 2 main wash, middle fabric softener and pre-wash detergent in this section here. Here are the option buttons on this particular Hoover washing machine. The first one, self-explanatory, it's the start pause button. So once you've selected the program on the dial, just press start. The delay start feature enables you to delay the start of the program for up to 9 hours. So you just press that until you find the setting. There's 3, 6 or 9 hours. We've also got a time saver button which will work on selected programs. It just reduces the length of time it takes to wash the load. Then there's a stain blaster function, again on selected programs, that will hold the water temperature for a longer period, and it does a more vigorous wash action for heavily soiled clothing. And then you've got a slow spin option for delicate fabrics. This is the temperature selector dial that allows you to wash in cold water, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 or 90 degrees. Now the thing with this is it will only allow you to select the temperature below the temperature of the selected program. So if you try and select, I don't know, an 80 wash on a delicates, it won't allow you to do so. It'll only allow you to lower the wash temperature. So for example, if you were doing a cottons 90 program and you wanted to select a lower temperature such as 80, just put it at 80. If you wanted to do for some reason a cottons program in cold water, you just turn the dial to cold. So you cannot use this to increase the temperature of the program, only decrease. So if you're saving energy and like to wash at lower temperatures or even in cold water, you can use this dial. But by default, it will only use the temperature according to the main program, unless, as happened this week, you leave it on the cold setting. So whatever temperature you have on the main dial, whatever temperature it says, this machine will only wash in cold water. So you do have to make sure it's set to at least the minimum temperature you want to use. As I'm on location, I don't have my studio lights with me, so hopefully you can see this dial clearly enough. But if you can't, as I said, There will be a link below the video for the full online instructions if you get stuck. This is just an overview of the machine. So this is the rotary dial, quite old school, to select the program. So the first program on here is the cottons 90, so that will wash cottons at 90 degrees. And there's also a little P there. That means it will do an automatic pre-wash before the main wash load. So when you're selecting cottons 90, you do need to split the detergent between the pre-wash and the main wash compartments in the detergent drawer. Then you've got a colour fast wash at 60 degrees. And then you've got non-fast colours washing at 40 degrees. The next program also washes at 40 degrees, but it's an energy saving program, hence the AA symbol here. Then you have a synthetic program that also does an automatic pre-wash because there is a little P here, and that will wash synthetics at 50 degrees. The next setting is for acrylic fabrics at 40 degrees, and then if you've hand washed anything and just need to rinse it, you can select the rinse only program. Then we have spin only, which I believe spins at 1600. But if you want to lower that, you can press the slow spin option. This symbol means that this will drain the water out of the machine, and then after 2 minutes it should open the door. So for example, if you need to get something out, you've put something in by mistake, you've realized your mistake, you can turn it to the drain symbol and get the water out and remove the garments. Then you've got a woolens program for your machine washable wool. That washes at 40. And then at 30 degrees, you've got a silk program for your delicate silks, and some hand wash items can be washed on silks. And then for your sportswear, you've got a 30-degree wash. The final 3 programs are marked daily, and I think these are the most useful programs and the ones that you would use most on this machine. They're certainly the most used programs when I've been here in this holiday home. So the first one is daily A wash 59, so it'll take about an hour to wash a load of clothing at 60 degrees. Then you've got the daily 44, so it's 44 minutes at 40 degrees, and then the daily 29, again a 40-degree wash that will take around 29 minutes. You can of course reduce the wash temperature of the daily programs if you want to. So for example, if we select A wash 59 at 60 degrees, it is possible to wash in cold water or at 30, 40 or 50 degrees. If you've got it on 60 degrees, it will default wash at 60, but if you turn it down, it will wash at the lower temperature. It won't wash at a higher temperature than the dial says. So 60 degrees is the highest it'll go to. Even if you select 90, it will only wash at 60. As I said, the temperature dial is for reducing the washing temperature, not increasing it, so it'll only wash at the maximum temperature that it says on the dial. To open the door of this Hoover Nextra washing machine, there isn't a button on the control panel, there's just a little latch underneath where it says Hoover. Obviously the door won't open when the machine is running, and even after the program has finished, you have to wait 2 minutes until it will allow you to open the door. So don't force it, just be patient, you've got 2 minutes to wait after the machine has finished the program. So it just opens, and it opens fairly wide, in fact very wide, so you've got access to the wash drum. As I said, this takes a 6 kilogram load, which is a bit smaller than most modern washing machines, but this is in a holiday home, so it's more than adequate for what we needed it for. This Hoover Nextra washing machine does have a pump filter, but it's hidden behind this plinth here at the bottom of the machine. To remove the pump filter, you will need a screwdriver, so you just undo that screw and then simply untwist the filter and remove it from the machine. Some water will spill out of the machine when you remove the filter, so to catch it, you can position the plinth as shown. So that's an overview of this Hoover Nextra washing machine. I'm now going to put some clothes in and select one of the daily programs, so you can stay and watch that if you're interested. If not, if you've seen everything you want to see, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget, you can find the full online instruction book with the link I've put below this video. But for all of those who like to see me airing my dirty laundry in public, I'll select a program and we'll have a look at this machine in action. Okay, I'm ready to put a load in this Hoover Nextra. I'm going to use one of these non-bio capsules, so I'm just going to throw that in first, and then I'm going to put in the clothing. This is a mixed wash, it's not too dirty. Mixture mainly cottons and a few synthetics, but it is mainly cotton. And it's a fairly big load I'm doing. I'm not sure how much to put in this washer. It's a 6 kilogram max. But really, when you're using the daily programs, you're not supposed to put in a full load. But I think this will be fine. Some pants and socks there. That's it. That should be fine. Loosely packed into the drum. Close the door. As I'm not using any fabric softener, I don't have to open the detergent drawer because, as you saw, the detergent is in the drum. I'll make sure that the temperature is at 40, which is the default temperature for the program I'm going to select. So I'm going to do a daily 44, which will wash at 40 degrees. Well, that's the washing machine finished. I can now unload the laundry. I might give this an extra spin, a spin only program. Not as dry as my washer at home. I'm not sure what spin speed it actually spins on the daily 44. Doesn't seem to spin for very long. I mean, they're pretty dry. There we go, one sock. That's everything. Right, well, it's a nice day. I'm going to hang these out.